Everybody, welcome to the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living, Kingston, Jamaica. It's getting warm already, eh? This is March. But the consciousness of love that is emanating in this room goes out to bless those online, those joining us for the first time, and those in the sanctuary. Please join me in an opening affirmative prayer. We recognize that omnipotent love, God living Spirit Almighty, whose love is indeed just flowing through the conscious awareness of all who are joining us this morning. We celebrate the truth of who we are this morning. We stand for truth, love, and peace and harmony, each one of us in our very own special way. I know for this Sunday morning service that Reverend Michelle Senegal, who will lead our service, I know her tongue is tipped with celestial fire. And indeed, the insights that is shared this morning uplifts, enlightens, and illumines. And I know for us, we are open and receptive now to those truths of life, which indeed allow us to live life more abundant. That abundant good that is ours to abide in, we share and we give of our best and allow the extraordinary to happen in our lives and affairs. So this morning is indeed an extraordinary morning when we celebrate who we are and what we stand for. We truly give thanks. We give thanks as the Lord now receives these words and manifests them perfectly as a Sunday morning of love and light and truth. I know that this is so, and so it is. Let us stand and do our prosperity affirmation. God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. The source of all good is infinite and inexhaustible. I unify with and place my faith in the one true source. My life is already blessed, yet I'm being offered so much more. Infinite potential, unconditional love, and unlimited spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. I am open to receiving them all with gratitude and joy. The God power made me in its image and likeness out of itself, and it wants only to support me. Its plan is to lift me into higher expression. Deep in my heart, I know I deserve all the good things in life, and my acceptance of the support of the universe is all that is necessary for it to continue its work in my life. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. My heart is filled with gratitude for all I have been given and for all that is yet to come. I release my word to the law of divine mind that always says yes, and so it is. Please have a seat, and thank you, Reverend Michelle, for those words. We're going to have a chant with a difference this morning. I am light. The words and lyrics from Indie Irie, but the Reverend is going to speak the words, and we are all going to join in the way that you can. All right? I am light.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the things my family did. I'm not the voices in my head. I'm not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light, 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 I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light, 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 I am light. I'm not the color of my eyes. I'm not the skin on the outside. I'm not my age. I'm not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am light, I am 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 light. I am light.
And as you allow those thoughts, I am light, all light, to flow through our conscious awareness, we move into a moment of silence, knowing that each one of us are indeed light, the light of the world. Gently open your eyes, bringing your awareness back to this room. Indeed, we are the light of the world. May I ask our youth to join me for the lighting of the candle? We have Zara, we have Kyla. Just those two little ones? Come, Kyla, your turn this morning. Ref, can you help? Come, Zara. Join Kyla at the mic, right? We light this candle. We have to soon. Okay. 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 Yes. Take it away, Kyla.
Good morning.
Not hearing you.
Good morning. I light this candle on behalf of all the youth of the world. Let us behold the Christ in them.
And so it is. Wow. You notice Zara is pushing up. Hi, Zara. You're going too tall. Let us bless them. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you. We see you as shining lights onto your world. God is blessing you now. And so it is. And our mission song together. The I tree is not standing up. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are the people with the vision, one spirit on a mission. To touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are a people with a vision, one spirit on a mission. To touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, to love and liberate anyone who comes into contact with us, anytime, night or day. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, you have to stay in church this morning. Oh, we welcome our guests joining us online and in the sanctuary. Is there anybody with us new this morning? No new face? Please stand. Okay, wow. Thank you. Norman, the usher is going to pin something on your chest. We behold the Christ in you. Okay, Veronica. Okay, Miss Veronica, they want you to stand up. She's from Montreal. Thank you for joining us this morning, and we hope you will return as you share with us this morning, this very special morning. And as we begin our people, I think on the 18th, Shirley have a birthday. Shirley, you're not telling me your age, but see, I know. Hi, Shirley, morning. Her birthday is on the 18th. Wow, it's nice to big up family, don't? Oh, to the business at hand. What if Lent wasn't about restriction, but about expansion? What if instead of giving up, you could open up to deeper reflection, greater awareness, and a more powerful connection with the divine? Join practitioner Sandra Cooper this Tuesday, March 18, for Lent Without Limits. That's her topic, Lent Without Limits, where we explore how this sacred season is not about holding back, but about stepping fully into the flow of spiritual renewal. Together, we will reflect, release, and rise, embracing a Lent that frees rather than confines. Come, be a part of the journey. So I expect to see more than 8 people. Just join us this Tuesday on 6 o'clock on the YouTube channel, Temple's YouTube channel for Sandra with this mission, Lent Without Limits. And continuing the opening of expansion on Thursday night at 7 p.m., Reverend Sonia, practitioners Steve and Vance and Sheena, they are doing a new book study. It's Practicing the Presence, authored by the mystic Joel Goldsmith. This book is about deepening spiritual awareness, friends. Most of us should have had a copy and reading it. If you want the link, let us know and we'll ask Vance to send the link to all those who are interested. That's Thursday night at 7 p.m. As I said, something hot is always happening at this temple. Youth Sunday is not to be missed. Join us on Sunday, March 30 at 9 a.m. when the dynamic Reverend Jermaine Mackenzie of Universal Center of Truth and Better Living will be the guest speaker for our Youth Sunday. Bring all the young people that you know. Jermaine is somebody that you need to hear. He's filled with a passion of service at this young age. So come and join us on Youth Sunday, March 30 at 9 a.m. After the youth service, remember it's time for our annual general meeting. It's right after the service. I'm asking the spokespersons for all the ministries, please to remember your reports. Rev has sent you all a template. We need to have it to collate it together, and that's Tamu. And in that vein, if you're looking at an opportunity to serve your community, we have an opening for an individual to offer their time, experience, and value to our leadership council, our board of trustees is the name that you know. So get out your bio with all your skill sets and all that their experiences that you have, and come prepared to self-nominate at our annual general meeting. If you need additional information, please get in touch with Reverend Michelle, right? So if you need to expand your service approach, that's a good way, all right? This morning, you're going to have a little taste of the Jamaica Youth Chorale, because on April 6th at 4 p.m., we will be hosting the Jamaica Youth Chorale. I think it's one of the first functions for the Easter season. We have 200 tickets, and Angela has 100. We're going to fill the house. We are going to fill the house. So please, I will be having some tickets at the back. Angela has hers. I'm telling her to sell it over at Music House and not in here, but we'll have tickets at the back. Please avail yourself. Each ticket is $3,500. And friends, it's a golden opportunity for us to share as family and friends. So come out April 6th at 4 p.m. And it's Easter, so all those pretty white dresses that you put up on things, it's time to take them out and wear it. And the youth chorale is something that you need to hear for yourself, what our Jamaican young people can be up to, the voices, how they come together. So for the music lovers, you will hear what you need to hear. And for those who just come in for just fellowship, come. The tickets are available. As I said, things happening in this temple. On April 12th, the Gene Barnes Legal Outreach Program hosts Justice David Batts for their first legal education session. He will be speaking on matters of the Jamaican Constitution, and that's at 4 to 6 in the sanctuary on April 12th. Tell your friends, your relatives, and this is the time to go and ask him what a republic is. So you try come. Try come. And he will also have his book available for purchase, and that's the title of that is The Law and Constitution for every Jamaican. It will be on sale. But friends, bring your friends. This is time to avail yourself of information from the source, right? And Justice Batts is just that, source. So come out April 12th in the evening, Saturday evening, 4 to 6. We want to thank you all for your generosity and for helping us to remain a beacon of light in this world. As we said this morning, we are the light on the world. So we have new arrangements for giving your financial gifts to the Temple of Light. If you go on our site, you will see it. And the new email address through easypayments.com. It's working. And you can also send for those online, you can use the USD donations, that avenue. So everything is, as I said, it's easier. So we all thank you again for supporting us as we endeavor to have a community that works for everyone. And we know that prayer is the linchpin of this community. Prayer support is available with Reverend Michelle at prayer.templeoflightcsl.org. And this morning, Reverend Michael Record is available to pray with you immediately after the service. And for those on Sanctuary, the telephone number is 876-289-0907. And we have a box outside in the vestibule that you can place your prayer requests. And our practitioners who are on call during the week will attend to them. They are on call Monday to Friday between 8 o'clock to 12 midnight. So we also have grief support and counseling, and that's by appointment. And the office number is 876-927-6145. And for those who like technology, the QR codes are around in the church that you can upload and enjoy the service on your smartphone. So I think I've taken care of all the business there is, right? So we'll now have our first hymn, Love is My Decision. Please stand.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance on that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love decision right here and now. My decision right here and now. Okay, we will repeat verse 2. Okay.
Lovely. I promised you a little taste of April 6th. Sherry Gay will join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. How is everyone doing? Wonderful. So this is a little taste of what to expect on April 6th, and I hope that you do thoroughly enjoy it. If you know the song, feel free to sing along. Me never come off of any high table. Me trust the Lord and me learn how to pray. And me work hard as me is able, and just do good to me neighbor each day. Me start out life with liquor buying and selling. It grows so fast, oh Lord, it wouldn't stop. And from that small and humble beginning, me move right up to own me own shop. One thing, you know it. So when faith and courage is gone, me just look over my shoulder, see where me coming, and I find the strength to press on. The shop it stretch and take in the post office, and shopkeeper turn post mistress me dear. And very soon I became the choir mistress, leading choir singing loud and clear. I started lending money like a banker to even those who don't call me their friend. So I just thank God and praise me Savior, who bless me that I have money to lend. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over my shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. And all the blessings where him me I share them, and the shop back to in a big German class. So from shopkeeper, post mistress, and banker, I'm a big teacher and I'm moving up fast. Believe me, one thing leads to another, and it is clear for everyone to see. See, I am very, very pleased to tell you that last week I was made a JP. One thing leads to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over my shoulder, see where me, and so I am happy, I am never complaining, for when life before me opens a door, I just thank God as I try to pass through it, as that door leads me to many more. Now my dangers are open and I prosper on this very, very spot of land. So I just thank God for his guidance, and yes, I thank him for all I've got. One thing leads to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over my shoulder, see where me coming, and I find the strength to press on. One thing leads to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over my shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. Amen. gentlemen.
Miss Sherry, thank you. Me have a strength to turn. Exactly. Prince, Mr. Dexter is so much a part of the consciousness of this church. Don't you not see him up there? So, Mr. Dexter. Oh wow. The words were written by our Mr. Dexter. So if some of us are a little sentimental this morning, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Well, I should have long lines for the tickets. And I want somebody beat Jennifer. I didn't say anything. I'm introducing our speaker, Reverend Michelle, bivocational, serving as senior minister at the Temple of Light, Kingston, Jamaica. President of Management Dynamics Incorporated, a consulting firm specializing in diversity, equity, and inclusion strategies and training. Yes, Reverend, stand up. So, please help me welcome Reverend Michelle Senegal.
Let's give it up for such a great host. She's putting those words out about my bringing celestial fire. I mean, I think she brought it. Grand Rising. So today we're going to take a deep dive into the illusion of the ego and the reality of our divine selves. You ready? Yes. All right. You know, I need a little inspiration. So can you just go within for a moment? I'm going to invoke spirit. Divine Spirit, we open our hearts to the wisdom of the infinite. May we recognize the truth of our being, release the illusion of separateness, and embrace our divine essence. May the word shared today awaken within us the remembrance of who we truly are and whose we truly are. We let it be so now, and so it is. Thank you. So, beloveds, today we will explore a profound spiritual truth: the difference between the ego self and our true nature. You see, the ego is limited. It's an imaginary sense of self, bound by fear, attachment, and separateness. Our true nature, however, is infinite, eternal, and one with God. As Ernest Holmes, founder of the Science of Mind, states, man's self-knowing mind is the instrument which perceives reality and consciously cooperates with it. When we believe the ego of our true identity, we live in a state of illusion. When we live outside of our true nature, we live in a state of illusion. But when we awaken to our divine nature, we step into the boundless love and wisdom of spirit. So last week in our Prosperity Plus class, I introduced a structure called the Pixar structure. And that structure is used to write every Disney movie. And so we used it to write the story of our prosperity journey. But I took some liberties, and I'm going to use the Pixar structure today to tell a story that I pray becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So there was once a highly successful businessman. His name was Elon Musk, who believed that every achievement in his life was the result of his intelligence, determination, and effort. And because of that, he took pride in his wealth and accomplishments, dismissing any notion that a higher power played a role in his success. He often looked down on those who struggled, believing that they simply were not working hard enough. Until one day, Elon's empire began to crumble. A financial crisis struck. In fact, in just one day, he lost $1 billion because people sold off their stock in his company, Tesla. And in a matter of months, he lost nearly everything. His confidence shattered. He fell into despair, and because of that, he felt abandoned and powerless. During this time, he met a wise woman, Senior Minister Michelle Senegal, a spiritual teacher who shared with him a simple but profound truth. Elon, the winds that carry you to the heights of success are the same winds that can humble you. But beneath it all, there is an unshakable presence guiding you, Elon, your path. You were simply unconscious of it. However, through deep reflection and spiritual practice, Elon came to see how divine grace has always been at work in his life, even in his darkest moments of selfishness. And finally, he realized that his talents and opportunities were gifts from the divine, and his true purpose was not to accumulate wealth, but rather to share it with others, to live in alignment with God's will. And with this awakening, he found peace, rebuilt his life and his fortune, but he had a new sense of purpose, and he became an advocate for spiritual awareness in business and diversity, equity, and inclusion. So let's go a little bit deeper in our understanding of the ego self, because that's what is operating there. In our human experience, we develop a personal identity. It's shaped by our family, our culture, our personal experiences. And this ego self seeks validation, usually in the way of success and security, often at the cost of inner peace. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred Hindu scripture, speaks of this struggle. The one who is not driven by the ego, whose intellect is untainted by attachment and desire, even when acting in the world, is free. The ego thrives on attachment to roles, possessions, opinions, and outcomes. It fears loss and resists change. But Hindu philosophy teaches us that true liberation comes when we release the ego's grip and we align with our higher self, or the Atman, which is one with Brahman, the ultimate reality. So disidentifying with the I, and we're talking about the little I, all of us here have had the desire to develop the spiritual aspects of our lives. Is that true? Yeah. In a certain way, we feel that we're in a safe place. This allows our spiritual selves to grow, to be nourished, and our lives improve, and it gets better and better and better, and we get better looking too. Little by little, we feel that we have found our home. However, this comfortable feeling of belonging sometimes brings with it a sense of separation. We may feel at home in our beloved community, but disconnected from the world. Anybody ever felt like that? Raise your hand. Anybody ever felt as though, I live in this world, but I'm not of it? More hands went up. The illusion of separation. The Buddha described the ego as an illusion that binds us to suffering. He taught that clinging to a false sense of self leads to attachment, craving, suffering, and pain. And he says in his scriptures, all phenomena are without a sense of self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is a path to purification. Buddhism calls us to let go of our identification with the fleeting self and rest in the vast awareness of our interconnectedness with all beings. In this realization, we find freedom, we find hope, we find peace. So what is our true nature? The divine self is our true nature. See, if the ego is an illusion, then who are we? The science of mind teaches that our true nature is divine, an expression of God. Ernest Holmes affirms there is a place in the mind which is above confusion, fear, and doubt. It is the Spirit of God in us, as us, through us. This is the eternal, changeless self, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha nature, the Atman within. When we quiet the mind and turn inward, we recognize that we are not separate from God, but rather individualized expressions of divine love and intelligence. So how do we move beyond the ego self? Well, the first thing you got to do is get your bloated nothingness out of the way. And then you want to engage in self-inquiry. Ask, who am I beyond my thoughts, beyond my emotions, beyond the labels that I wear? And meditate on the stillness beyond the thinking mind. Release attachments. Practice letting go of identification with external achievements, possessions, labels. Live in love and service. Shift your focus from self-centered desires to serving others with compassion and empathy. Practice the presence. Be fully aware in the moment, free from the mind's stories about the past or projecting about the future. Affirm truth. Recite daily affirmations such as, I am one with the divine, I am love, wisdom, and peace. Would you say that? I am one with the divine, I am love, wisdom, and peace. Devotional meditation. Spend time daily in prayer or silent communion with the divine, allowing the truth of your spiritual nature to be revealed to you. Sacred study. Read. Take spiritual education classes and reflect on scriptures and teachings that remind you of your divinity. And then practice mindful gratitude. Keep a journal of your daily blessings, recognizing that all of life flows from the divine and that you are part of that infinite goodness. So in conclusion, I leave you with this. The ego self is a temporary role that we play, but our true nature is eternal. As we release false identifications and embrace our divine essence, we awaken to the truth that we are already whole. We are already free. We are already one with God. So let us step into our future with faith, joy, and gratitude. So recite this closing affirmation. I'll read a stanza, you recite it, then I'll read the next one, please. And do it with conviction and feeling. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of words. Father, Mother God, we give thanks for this sacred truth. May we walk in the remembrance of our divine nature. Free from illusion. Radiant in love. May we see beyond the ego into the very heart of God, where we are forever one. And so it is. Amen and Ashe. Just breathe that in, you all. and recognize that there is a difference between the ego self and the God self. And if you're ever confused about that, just go within and ask Spirit, what is mine to do? And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Michelle, for a very insightful message to remember who we are and whose we are. With that consciousness, let us say the prayer for Jamaica together. Ready? Please stand. The radiant light of God's love is now flowing through us and from us to everything and everyone it touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills, covers, and surrounds our island Jamaica. The glowing intensity of the light of God's love now interpenetrates and awakens within the hearts and minds of our countrymen and women the truths of life which set free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing in intensity in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, health, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and our oneness under God are now established. And so it is. That is not illusionary. That is our reality. So truly let us...
Musical item.
We have some more music?
Yes.
Okay, please have a seat. We will be filled with choice delights. Okay.
Audience?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the first item on a new CD? You that. Ah, wow. Fantastic. Thank you, Odile. Thank you so much. So much, eh? Our second hymn is We Are One in the Spirit. Please stand. And the love offering, oh yes, let us bless our love offering, and then during the hymn, we can put it in the boxes on either side of the platform. Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all our financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father, and so it is. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord, and we are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord, and we know that our unity is totally restored, and they'll know we are like bearers by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are like bearers by our love. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. And we'll spread the news that God still rules this land. And they'll know we're like bearers by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we're light bearers by our love. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. And we'll know that God's plan for us will never be denied. And they'll know we're light bearers by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we're light bearers by our love. We will love everybody, we will see Christ in all. We will love everybody, we will see Christ in all. And as children of God, we forgive and hate will fall. And they'll know we're light bearers by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we're light bearers by our love. Light bearers by our love. Yes, Temple. Okay, thank you all. We want to thank everybody. Eh? What a consciousness in here this morning. First of all, Connie, stand up now, please, and the Ministry of Environment with you. Thank you so much. You know, I was sitting here Friday enjoying the flowers, and I said, thank God. Thank God for this. This Ministry of Beauty that you all are participating. It really lifts the spirit when you come in here and the place is empty and all you have is just a floral arrangement. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have our musicians. Oh, okay, Sharige is still with us. We have Davel, yes, Davel. And our master pianist, Mr. Martin. Thank you, Mrs. Martin. I know you're participating too. She's around? I sure saw her. And our tech team, wow, Chevani, Lauren, Vance, thank you so much. And our beautiful ushers this morning, Faye and Yvonne, thank you for your consciousness that welcomes us all. And those ladies in the hospitality branch who are, you don't see them, but you know that they are working. Thank you all for your participation in this service. So yes, today's really good. And remember to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Increase our viewings. Thank you all for a wonderful service. So I'll just ask Reverend Michelle now to just bless us in the closing affirmative prayer.
As we go within, we are reminded that God is all there is. God is Alpha and Omega, the center and the circumference. And I unify with all that God is. And so it's from that place in my consciousness I'm giving thanks. I'm giving thanks for each and every person within the sound of my voice, be it in the sanctuary or online. I'm giving thanks for your gifts, knowing that you have given joyfully from your overflow to help the Temple of Light to continue to exist and to continue to be a beacon of light right here in Kingston, Jamaica. And so as we leave here today, we are forever reminded, regardless of appearances, chaos, craziness in the world, that we are children of the Most High God. Therefore, we have been endowed with peace and love, created out of love for itself. And we understand that we are to express our God selves as only we can. And so it's with joy in my heart that I release my word now unto the laws of existence that are already at work, already conspiring for us to live full lives, healthy lives, joy-filled lives. So I simply let it go and let it be, for this prayer is complete in the mind of God and is unfolding as our lives right here and right now. And so let's anchor this prayer together with, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Aho.
Thanks, Rev. So let us stand together and sing peace. Let us hold hands, eh?
Yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our God, and beyond are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous goal. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
blessings.